Shout out to Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. They're your go-to for short and long-term rentals on forklifts and access machines. Plus, they handle all the servicing, maintenance and delivery too. They also supply portable toilets and showers for events and construction.
Also, if you mention the High Speed Garage podcast when you call, you will get a 10% discount on hire and transport. So for all your equipment and amenity needs, remember Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. And don't forget the High Speed Garage discount.
Everybody out there, I need to know who wants to go fast? Let's go one more.
Welcome back to the High Speed Garage. Thank you to Contrast Printing, Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment for keeping this garage open. How's it going, boys?
Very busy. Very fucking hot. It's been hot the last couple of days.
And she's warmed up.
Bloody beautiful couple of days, to be honest with you.
It's better than being wet. There was a good storm last night, but lucky it was only for a little bit.
Yeah, it was more this morning, that one.
Yeah, and lucky the ground's nice and warm, so it's not wet.
Tell you what, even though it was a disappointing day down at the river, because I didn't get to run the boat, Christ, it was a nice day.
Why didn't you get to run it?
Because, I don't really want to get into it.
We're going to tell the people.
I don't want to get people in shit.
Well, we just don't name names.
Oh, we were just too noisy on the river and someone complained.
Should have had your paddle in the boat.
Yeah, that wasn't the issue.
Don't rev the dick off it.
No, definitely don't do that. I was planning on doing it on the river, but unfortunately it's either we test it on Thursday or we'll be testing first thing Friday morning, or as soon as the track's open on Friday.
Friday's as good as day as any.
Yeah, but what if you have something to fix on Thursday night?
Well, you're fixing it Friday night then, aren't you?
Yeah, but you got to try and get through as much shit as you can. The plan on this engine, I'll tell you what, listening to the intro, the last noise, like the last engine is Breton's engine, the black one that we had in the boat last year. Listening to that engine and then listening to the engine that's in the boat now is a completely different sound. And holy shit, it sounds good.
You're just saying that because this is your one.
Oh,
not
Brett.
Breton's.
No. This one is owned by me and Breton, and the other one is owned by Breton. And Breton's engine sounds friggin' awesome. But this one just sounds like a nitro engine ready to go down the start line.
That's because you got nitro in it.
Oh,
You're not meant to tell people that, Hayden.
they make everyone think that I've got nitro, and then they can all blow their engines up, and I can finish a race meeting.
I think you're allowed to use that now anyway. So.
Yeah, I've heard that that has come through. I'm hoping that
Nice.
Frank, what's his name? Frank Furum. He's talking about getting his thing going. I've also seen a blower in his boat as well, so I don't know which way he's going to go.
No, I don't know what he's doing.
He's been trying to set up some drags as well.
He's got that the old runaway train.
That's right, yeah.
Or sick puppy as well it was.
Yeah, that was the first sick puppy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So pretty keen to get my ass back in the seat. My ass was in the seat at the boat ramp, but got told no. So we did this.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
it was still nice because we had 2 days of running around. You think you're done, and then you find these little tiny problems. Like you finish all the little jobs, and then there's little tiny jobs that have got to get done. Yeah. Like once it's fired up properly, you've got to tune the barrel valve, and when you're doing the barrel valve, you're doing the timing and all that sort of shit. And it's all well and good to say it's going to be right, but you got to make sure the timing mark is actually perfect. We thought it was. We're 2 degrees out. We thought it might have been more. But yeah, that's the shit that you got to do before you put it on the water. So we ended up putting they call it like a piston stop. So wind it up one way till it stops on the piston, just till you can feel it touch, and then wind it back around the other way till it just touches, and then you've got to
split the two,
and there's your line. And yeah, so to be 2 degrees out, I thought that was all right.
Shouldn't you be doing that, building the engine?
We didn't have because we put a crank support on it, and we took the harmonic balancer off. We had it, as I said, 2 degrees out, and it looked like it lined up smick, but when it wasn't running perfect, and we thought, oh, it might have been timing. But yeah, once we did a dedicated left and right on the cylinders, it was right. So it's just a really cranky engine.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
I had a flat out weekend doing exactly what you did, Hayden, just drinking piss.
I saw a couple of videos come out of the races. Heard you
Oh, yeah.
you got on.
Yeah, well, that was Saturday. So Friday, I had me work lunch. I went to the
Oh
Epicurean.
yes.
And I don't know what you blokes are on about. I thought it was shit.
Really?
We went on a Friday.
Yeah.
I went on a Sunday. I
Well,
told
that's-
you it was better on Sunday.
That's what I'm wondering. Whether the weekend's better than the
Yeah, I was
Friday.
there Saturday.
What sort of food did they have on the seafood spread? I think the seafood spread's what changes.
Yeah, so they still had plenty of stuff there. Well, I wouldn't say plenty. There was plenty of what was there, but there wasn't a lot of variety. So there was a couple of different crabs. There was prawns, oysters. They had the sashimi bar. Yeah, that's about it. There was no lobsters or none of that, but there was obviously shitloads of oysters, which I ate a shitload. But yeah, maybe you just hyped it up too much, and I was a bit excited for.
So
All
what
of
you're
it.
saying is we ruined it for you.
Yeah, probably. Well, the crabs, I tried both crabs. So they had blue swimmer crab, and they had I can't remember what the other crab was, but
Wrong season for blue swimmers.
they were all like they'd all been frozen, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was just shit.
Yeah,
Wrong
righto.
season.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. They only had tiger prawns,
Yeah.
shitload of oysters. The sashimi was good. I liked all that. But I was planning on not leaving until I had fucking gout.
Yeah,
That's how I was
chockers,
feeling
yeah.
that full on seafood. But I'm sure, like all the other food was all nice. Like there's the dumplings and all the Indian food and all that. None of the food was shit. But I was expecting just a fuck ton of seafood and lots of different sorts of seafoods, like some scallops or whatever. But there was nothing.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So yeah,
Maybe you need to go in like summer, early next year.
I
sort
think
of
I
thing.
just need to go on a weekend. That's
Maybe,
what I've-
maybe
all
we
that.
need
Yeah, but
we
fresh
need to
sea-
try it again
fresh seafood.
as a team. Go and try it
Yeah.
again.
With fresh seafood, like proper good blue swimmers and all that.
Yeah, I don't want blue swimmer anyway. It's shit. I
Um,
only had it because it was the only fucking option.
But that's all summer, basically. Well, not summer, but like the warmer months when they're actually on.
Well, they had to get them from fucking somewhere.
Yeah,
didn't-
frozen.
They didn't get them last summer.
Like they could have.
Could
You're
have.
not freezing them fucking that long.
You'd hope not, but they probably could
No
have.
fucking way.
Depends.
You do get them in other places, like warmer places, but
Yeah.
nothing down this way.
It would have all had to be shipped in, you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, went there, did that. Left after lunch. Got on the piss with the guy I contract to. Made him pissed. Which is pretty funny.
Nice.
He's not much of a drinker. He likes drinking, but he drinks really fast.
Did you stay
And he just
drinking on
gets-
site? Like
No,
at
so
the
we went.
casino, or
We
what-
we had a couple there, like down low. We got there early, like before our lunch booking, and had a couple in the bar down underneath, and then went up, had a few up there too, and then we went to I think it's Barangaroo House, like the next little one
Yep.
along sort of thing. It's got 2 restaurants above it too. It's like a little circle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a pretty good vibe there, and yeah, I just ended up getting him pissed. He kept going, "Oh, I've got to go after this one," so I just because it's all plumbed in your phone because your QR code the table. I just
doesn't
I just
send them
kept pressing order. As soon as he fucked off to the toilet, I just press order another one. He'd come back and there'd be 2 more there. So I kept doing. He's like, "No, I've got to go. And I was like, "Oh," he goes, "I'll book you an Uber so you'll go." I said, "Oh, righto." He's booking me an Uber, $166.
Holy fuck.
For the Uber. But it gets funnier because he was pissed, so he didn't really know what he was doing. He probably doesn't use Uber all that often either. If you book an Uber, mind you, this Uber's going to take me, an hour and 10 to get home. You book an Uber under your name,
Oh, you need the
you
code.
can't book another one.
Oh,
Oh,
spewing.
yeah.
So he couldn't get home. He had to wait till I got home and got dropped off, and our mates finished the trip before he could get one to go home.
You'd set up another account with like, what's the?
Well, I
what's
don't
the
think
other
he knew
ones?
that. I think he was fucking around going, why isn't this working? And he's just fucked with his phone for a while. Anyway, he didn't end up waiting until I got all the way home because he just went up the road and went, oh, there's a fucking taxi. And he just walked up and jumped in the back of the taxi. And there was no one in the taxi. It was unlocked. He's just sitting in the back seat. There's no one in the front. He's like, what the fuck's going on here? And he sat there and he said he just tried to order another Uber or whatever. So he's got out of the taxi. And the taxi man's come running up the road. So, no, all good. You stay in. I was just getting an ice cream. So then, yeah, the taxi ended up taking him home. But, yeah, I thought it was funny that he booked me an Uber and then couldn't get in
Stitched
himself.
Fucked himself over.
Yeah, so then the next day, went to the good old Hawkesbury races. It was a good fun day. It was a country music themed day, which I'm not a country music fan, but I like horse races. So I went there with $200 cash in my pocket. That was what I was betting the bookies with.
Yeah.
And I come home with $100 in my wallet and $415 worth of losing tickets.
Fucking hell, that's not too bad.
So I did all right.
You've done a fair bit of betting. But you would have obviously spent money on grog as well.
Yeah, but so it's fucking weird. So you can't use cash at any of the bars.
What the fuck?
So, but you have to use cash at the bookies.
Oh, we found that out when we went and watched my horse race, didn't we?
Yeah, so you got to
Yeah,
have
right.
you got to have both. I mean, you can
can
go
tap-
to the tab
you c-
stations and bet if you want to, like out in the grass.
You
and
can
that.
tap on the bookies too, I think.
No, I don't think they had any there.
No, righto. I have
Yeah.
tapped at bookies before.
Yeah, maybe at a bigger racetrack.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they did, but I never seen anyone tapping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Everyone was just handing over money. But yeah, if you wanted to just use a card or whatever, you can go. They have like out in the grass area. They have like a little like a van with like some tab screens or
Yeah.
whatever. You can go and do it all through there or whatever. Or you can just get on your phone and use your sports bet or your Neds or whatever you have. I was in a little group on Neds as well, and I think we had like a bit over 22 grand in the kitty to start with, and it all went on one race. And we put 10 grand on this one to win, and she won. Paid $6.50. So
Shit, that's
so
alright.
the 10 grand turned into 65, or the 22 or whatever it was turned into 65. But you get fuck all out of that because by the time it splits up between everybody, it's like $100 or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was fun. It was a bit of fun. And yeah, I would have made more money if I got a tip early enough. This bloke rings me halfway through
Oh,
and goes, "Oh, are you at the races?" "Yeah, I am." "Oh,
About 10 minutes after I sent you the message, you said, yeah, I'm at the races.
Yeah, well, I'm on the piss dancing to music and shit, and it's loud, and I don't hear my phone. Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, I've got a tip for you, but it's already run." I was like, "Oh, that's fucking helpful." It was Amanda's brother was riding the horse.
oh, fair dinkum.
Lucky
No,
I
Amanda's brother was
did actually
training
bet
the
on
horse.
it.
Yeah, right.
His brother was training the horse.
Training the horse.
I come in from work and saw that Amanda had the horse races on,
Oh, fuck.
and then she
sprung me.
reminded me that that you guys were at the races. I was like, oh fuck, and then said to you, I sent you a message saying that you were at the races. That was while they were parading,
Yeah.
and then you text me about 10, 15 minutes later. I was like, well, that's a waste of time, isn't it?
So I was on it. I was on that horse
You're already
anyway.
on
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have put more money on if I got hold of Hayden earlier.
I
It's
s-
paid all right. I think it was I paid $4.40 for the win.
Something decent, but
Yeah, it was
it
alright.
was a bloody good race.
Yeah.
Like they barged and shit, tried to push the horses out of the way, but then fucking wins it by just the nose.
Yeah.
That was sick.
I ran into my old boss there too. The boss I did my apprenticeship with up at
Oh,
Walrus
yeah?
Bay. I was standing there and he's had an operation on both his feet, which I didn't know. Anyway, I just seen this bloke walking through with 2 crutches, and I sort of shuffled Simon out of the way so old mate could fit through. And I looked and went, "Fuck, I know that bloke." I was like, "Oh, hey, that's me fucking boss." And I was like, "Hey, how you going?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm fucking all right." And just talking, "Oh, what have you done to yourself?" And rah rah. I said, "You don't know who I am, do you?" He goes, "Fucking no clue." I said, "I used to work for you like 100 fucking years ago." He's going, nah, I got nothing. Anyway, I said my nickname from the
Yeah.
workshop. He goes, get fucked. And he goes, fuck, you've put some weight on, you cunt. I said, I know. That's how I knew you didn't recognise me.
Yeah, I've seen some old photos from back in the day. Like, holy fuck, we're fat.
Yeah, he had a horse running there too. That's I assumed that's why he was there because there's no reason for him to drive from Newcastle to the Hawkesbury racetrack. And he said, yeah, it's in this race. Right. He said it'll run all right too. He said it's good each way better. So I took his advice and went each one, and it run second.
Yeah, nice.
Bang on.
So didn't pay a lot for placing. I think it was $270 or something like that. But
At least you get it back.
yeah. Yeah, that was my entertaining day Saturday. Greg Banks was supposed to be with us as well, but he's been having issues with his boat and he couldn't go. Didn't turn up.
Bloody pussy.
Yeah, see, I do the social thing before concentrating on the boat.
Yeah,
these days.
he's racing next weekend and the thing's not going, so he has to fix it. And he spent the whole day there out in the driveway, and I think they still didn't fix it.
Yeah, right.
Couldn't work it out.
Nah. Anyway, we went back to his place afterwards. He probably wasn't too happy to see us because we were all pissed and he was sober. Anyway, he'll get over it.
Did he work? So he didn't work it out.
Nah. He said all we've done all day is pull shit off and put shit on, and put the same shit back on. And every time we just change something, it just gets slightly better and slightly better and slightly better. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
That
Right,
sucks.
that's weird.
Yeah. So then went home. And then it was Father's Day the next day. Cruised out to Dargle. Actually, I woke up and went, fuck, the weather's good. I'm taking my bike for a ride. So I got on my bike and did some wheelies out of Dargle.
So Mallory took the kids in the car, and then you took the bike.
So the kids were already out there because we went to the races.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we just stayed home. So she took her car out and I took the bike out. I left it out there, obviously, because I got on the piss as soon as I got there.
As you do.
So it's still there. I've got to go get it.
Yeah, I saw a few videos of kids jumping in the river already.
Yeah, Toby.
Quite beautiful.
Fuck, she be cold.
Toby wanted to go fishing. So they got like fishing rods for Christmas or something last year. Anyway, they haven't used them. Toby's like, I want to go fishing. So I said, righto. We all went down to the pontoon and sat there, and kids are like, they're very impatient. They throw it in and expect to catch it right now, and they put it in so they can see their bait right there at the top and want something to just come and eat it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work like that, mate. So I set up his little hand reel that comes in his little tackle box, and I just sat on the end and threw it out. I sat there for maybe 5 minutes, and then went, oh, there's something on there. I said, here you go, Toes. Reel this in.
Right.
He's pulling her in. It's a little eel, about this long.
Yeah, beautiful.
He hated it.
You're not going to eat it, but you caught something.
Yeah.
I reckon they're good eating.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ate one last Mungo. Oh, you didn't eat it. You wasn't
Nah.
there. Yeah, we caught one and smoked it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Drew cleaned her all up, and
Actually, I remember you telling me that story.
we pretty much had to cut the eel in half because it swallowed the hook. So to get the hook out, Drew's had
Wow.
to cut the eel basically in half to get
Yeah,
it out.
right. Yeah, they're whitest flesh you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
They trap them in the Hawkesbury and send them to Japan or China or somewhere like that.
In the Hawkesbury and send them overseas.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
That's what they do in the off season when the prawns aren't on.
Mm-hmm.
Or probably both all year round, but yeah, that's mainly what a lot of them do.
Yeah, so even after pulling the eel out, still didn't worry Toby about jumping down the river. So he's didn't test the water, no nothing.
Just straight in.
Didn't check. We all said, man, it'll be pretty cold. He's like, yeah, that's right. I still want to go for a swim. So righto, run from the top down the thing. He's down and just launched and just grabbed his knees like a bomb and just bombed straight to the water. I went, oh, he didn't hesitate at all. He wasn't scared. And then he popped back up and his little face was like, that's fucking cold. And then he swam back to the pontoon. Normally he'd sort of float with the tide down to the beach and then get out and come back up, but it was obviously too cold. So
It looked like he was swimming back pretty quick.
he swam back to the pontoon. Anyway,
She would've been
that was my weekend. Shitloads of fun. Well, we went a bit of. Have you seen Matt's Raptor? My brother-in-law's Raptor.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
the Ranger Ute. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So he's taken it up the back. And,
Oh, yeah.
and hasn't gone forward driving with it, but made a little like a flat track that he can drift it round and shit.
Yeah, right.
Through all the fucking mud and dirt and whatever, spraying shit all up the
Yeah.
windows.
Spend the next fucking 6 hours cleaning it.
He loves it though, and his attitude's awesome. That's what it was built for, so that's what I'm fucking doing.
That's
I'm
right.
not just
Yeah.
going to drive it up the highway.
Yeah.
So yeah, He was driving. I was in the passenger seat. Pugs was in the back seat. He'd been up there earlier in the day. Oh, because he was there the day before. So, yeah, he went out on the Saturday, and obviously I wasn't out there, but him and the girls went up, I think with the kids and that as well, and made the track, like cut the track in. Drove around it a few times, around some little tufts of grass or whatever, and yeah, then he took us up in the dark and was trying to do it, and yeah.
Bit harder.
It goes all right.
Fucking oath it would.
Revs up good.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that was my weekend.
Yeah.
Had a big bonfire out there too. Well,
I love a fire.
up the back, there's like, because you know how they redone the house.
Yeah.
There's heaps of shit that got ripped out of the house.
Oh, yeah.
All that was all up the back, and yeah, we threw a couple of drums of fuel on there and let them explode.
There you go.
Old drums are shit fuel.
Good fuel, diesel, oil, whatever we found.
Yeah,
And yeah, that was it. I took some cracking photos that I fucked around my phone, like on the thing for a little while. I'll have to show you later.
Like
It's good
slow
fun, eh?
exposure sort of shit.
Yeah, and I got a couple of sick ones where the fire's not like a glow, like you can actually see every little lick of every flame in the thing. It's like what it reminded me of was like, you know, in the movies when someone's just fucking blown something up and they're just walking away like they're a fucking hero in front of the big flames. That's what it looks like. It looks like evil as fuck in the background.
Yeah, it's bloody awesome what
Those,
you can do with
the
phone
slow
cameras.
exposure, you can get people with like sparklers, say,
Yeah.
and to just keep doing that one letter,
Yeah.
and it comes out, so you have 4 people stand there doing something.
Yeah. Anyway, that was me weekend.
Nice. I went up to Dad's and got on the boat and got pissed.
Oh yeah,
Went
for
for lunch.
Father's Day.
I thought I'd acknowledge your new stubby holder.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
a bloody good
Yeah,
looking
that was
stubby
pretty
holder.
sick.
Yeah.
I did
That's
see
a
that
Getty
photo.
one too. James brought us those. Got my one,
They're sick.
the high speed garage symbol on it, and Brennan got Impulse and the number on it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see? I seen in Hayden wouldn't have seen it, but in one of our group chats, our mate Adam, he's obviously running in a new engine, so he's put the boat in and he's driven it on the lake and driven the boat round to the pub, and then just anchored it. So there's like this nice race boat
Yeah.
sitting out the front of the pub, cockpit and shit in it. Yeah,
That was a
it's pretty funny.
That was a Valentine. Yeah, it was a
That'd
good
be
day on
great.
the lake.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Yeah.
So he went there for a beer, or he just
Nah,
parked
they
it,
put the
took some
boat,
photos.
boat ramps there. I think that was the only smoothish spot on the lake
Mm-hmm.
at that point.
He told me a couple of days before that that's what he was going to put in, just drive around to a pub and have lunch or something and then go home.
I'd love that.
Yeah,
That'd
it
be
was a good. It was a good day on the lake on Saturday.
Yeah, it would have been. It was a cracking day here at the races. I didn't take a hat because I was going to wear your Yabby Pump one.
Oh yeah,
And Mel was like, you can't wear that. You got to dress fancy. It's a race day. And I was like, it's a
Hey.
fucking country day.
heaps of
Ev-
people wear caps.
And I was like, everyone will have the same fucking hat on anyways. Anyway, I didn't take it. I get there and I'm like, yep, can't stand around here with no fucking hat on because I'll get me fucking head burnt because
Yeah.
I'm bald. And everyone had the same hat that I was going to wear. And I went and bought one that looks exactly the same as one I was going to wear.
Everyone was wearing a Yabby Pump hat.
No,
No,
trucker
no,
cap
just
hat.
Just a trucker hat,
trucker
yeah.
cap, yeah.
I was going to say, shit, that's a lot for horse.
That's a lot of the, well, say cowboys wear that. They don't
Yeah,
wear their
that's-
Cobras all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
just a comfortable hat.
yeah, it's a country thing.
yeah. Anyway, I should have took it, but I didn't. And bought another one.
Yeah, I remember trucker hats way back in the day. They were ugly as shit, and just
Yeah.
just a hat that had breathable, like a breathable back. But now these new
Now
the
that
trucker
under stuff
style. now that
Yeah.
I just keep buying them.
now that CTC have been sort of making it a big thing, everyone's getting on it, and shit, every second hat you buy, it's a bloody trucker hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, getting a bit of sport then, eh?
Sounds good.
Fucking meow.
No.
So, as everyone listening is probably listening to this on Monday morning.
As you're listening, you'll be at the spectacular.
Yeah, they're not going to be listening on Friday. Anyway, so Winter
might listen on
Spectacular
the
is
way
this
in.
weekend. Winter Spectacular is this weekend. Pretty keen to see it all happen. Really, really hoping this rain can stay the hell away until after the weekend, because there's there's reports coming up on the book face that that the river's going to come up and they're going to open the dam and all that sort of bullshit. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed you are listening to this with the report that the river didn't come up.
Not on Friday on your way home.
Also, this weekend, you got the Supercars First Enduro that's running at the Bend.
Oh, yeah.
And talking about supercars, we'll go to World Time Attack. Last year's Bathurst winner, Todd Hazelwood for Tanuki Racing. He was dragging Mum's ironing board around behind him at Eastern Creek over the weekend.
If you haven't seen these World Time Attack cars, you wouldn't recognise what type of car it is.
No,
No,
it's
The
just
amount,
not
the
even
amount of
close.
aero hanging off the things is insane.
big amount of carbon fibre and not a whole heap else. So the Time Attack is all about getting the fastest out of everyone in like a hot lap sort of style.
Yep.
And then obviously the fastest guys are obviously chasing the lap record of Eastern Creek. Lap record's 1 minute 17.444.
That's set by Barton Mauer with a Porsche RP968.
How many years ago was that?
I think it was last year they set that one.
gonna
They
say,
they did
think
they did
it was
own the
that long.
record. I think they've had the last 3 fastest times. But yeah, that one was done last year. I think 23 might have been like a 1:17.8 or something.
Okay, so they're pretty close, but
Yeah.
not there in the end.
I don't know whether it competed this year. I didn't see any videos of the car.
No, neither did I.
So yeah, maybe it didn't compete this year.
Todd ended up getting 1 minute 18.169, so he was pretty bloody close.
Considering he was only in the car for a week, he only got in it the Friday beforehand, and next year that after a bit of tuning on that car, they'll start getting close to that record.
Yeah, take those fucking Bonnie ops out of it, and it'll be.
Yeah, it was
Knock half a second off it.
porpoising a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, there's that much aero on those cars, it just pushes the car to the ground, so it sort of runs on the bump stops.
Yep.
But I don't know a lot about all that sort of stuff. But my sort of thoughts would be that the car's too close to the ground and it's losing its aero underneath the car, which is letting it raise again slightly, which is creating that porpoising effect. Remember when the Formula Ones
Yeah,
a couple of years ago
they were struggling
they
hard
had
with
issues
it.
with that? Yeah,
That's last
I think
year,
they had a
maybe.
similar issue.
years
Like
ago.
the cars were just too low to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it certainly looked like there was a fair bit of extra time because as he's coming through the corner, things just not coming through the corner, coming into the corner, things just bouncing
Yeah,
the
down the
whole time.
down the front chute, you look like it lost heaps.
Yeah, they do look like that sort of anyway because there's that much aero in the car.
It's amazing seeing him accelerate out of the last corner.
Yeah.
If anyone's seen the drone footage from that,
1,500 newton meters of torque.
yeah. Cameron McLeod, he had a pretty shit up looking bit of gear down there too. He ended up putting carbon fibre chips all over the racetrack.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm pretty sure
Looked like the front fell off.
It shouldn't happen.
I think it exploded. No, I think it was coming into turn 1. I could be wrong there, and I think it was the brakes. Something to do with the brakes. They faded or
Yeah,
or
you're
something.
relying a fair bit on them.
Something happened because those things they turn full noise through turn 1. Like
Holy shit.
there's that much aero on them. They're singing around that corner at like 230 odd k's and just glued to the ground.
They're mad to watch. When we went out and watched them,
yeah.
they weren't up to speed yet. but
We
that was-
were unlucky the when we went a couple of years ago because they had that tyre that was just exploding after.
Yep.
But they couldn't get a lap out of it.
That's
They'd
right.
leave the pits and do a really soft warm-up lap and then get into it and 3/4 of that lap tyre would blow.
Yeah, that'd be crap, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so then they changed the tyre rules to what you have now. So be nice to go and watch them again. I was just busy this weekend, otherwise I would have been out there.
You would have seen a bit more footage from the weekend. Obviously, social media comes out. Nothing is a secret. Old mate Chuck and Doey's in the pits.
Yeah.
You know, his time was the 5th best in his class. It wasn't like he'd just done like top 5 in like the majors.
Yeah.
Like it was just in his class, and he's just there chucking doughies in the pits.
The thing is, he probably didn't know better. Like, I don't want to try and make excuses for him, but I think it's his first time like out of Japan or something. So he's a Japanese driver, and he probably just didn't know any different, or couldn't understand it, or whatever. Or maybe no one's told him you can't do burnouts in the pit lane because everyone just knows that you can't do it.
Yeah, I can't imagine someone thinking that you could get away with
They'd
that.
probably do it over there. Probably don't care.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the
You
FIA
wouldn't-
is actually looking into it.
Yeah, you
Which
wouldn't
is
think it's
international.
Anyway, it cost him.
Yeah.
He got his laps.
Oh
revoked. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not sure whether he'd be coming back next year or not.
I think so. I think I read something where I think they were going to accept him to come back and just like explain what the go
The
was a
rules
bit
were, yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if the guy could speak English. Maybe he couldn't even speak English. I don't know.
No good.
Anyway, they were pretty good donuts though.
Oh, sick burnout. Yeah, no, there was definitely no complaints about the quality of the burnout, but it was no good.
We'll have to go next year as a team
Yeah.
because it's not. So the racing wise is probably a little boring because they're not actually racing. They're just
It's
trying
all
to
about
set
hot lap,
laps out. But there's like a full trade show
Yeah,
through
there's heaps
the
of stuff
pits all
there.
behind you.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
Yeah.
all the different ECU manufacturers and the guys that are making the new billet blocks and cylinder heads and all that sort of stuff. All their fancy stuff.
I think they had the F1, Red Bull, 2 Red Bull cars.
Yeah,
there.
so they had Max Verstappen's one of his Formula One cars there in a tent, and it was next to his old man's
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Formula One car.
Yeah,
So you
it's
could see the differences between the two years.
The
And,
massive differences.
Yeah, massive difference. But yeah, there's heaps of other stuff to go look at as well. Like, yeah, you can learn a bit of stuff from walking through the trade area.
Yeah, everyone's real happy to talk to you too. Like,
Yeah.
explain whatever you
because it's
want
low
to.
key.
Yeah.
I can't remember who we ended up with.
We're talking to a guy at the link
That's
stand.
what it was, yeah.
He was sort of explaining to me how to do the drive-by-wire thing, and I said, mate, it's a little bit more complicated than what I got because I've got an injector out. And he's like, oh, yeah. He said, you need like a separate motor and this, that. And he went through it all with me, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's sort of what I was sort of thinking. So most drive-by-wire throttle bodies, it's just a throttle body you bolt it on, and that's your throttle body.
Job done.
Yeah, where I said, I don't have an actual throttle body.
But I honestly don't believe, like, the amount of shit that Josh has shown me that you can do with these computers. I honestly don't believe that drive-by-wire would be that difficult compared to everything else.
No, it's not.
You just
Like-
need the motor on the side of it.
Yeah, you don't need a motor. You can just have like a shaft as well. You could have a shaft drive, like a shock absorber sort of style.
You still need something to register your volts.
Yeah, you need something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, you need a motor to move it and hold it open.
You can have it so like rotates the arm.
You still got to have a motor to
Or you
rotate.
can have
the
it so
arm.
it's just like a hydraulic cylinder, but operated electronically. You can go 2 different ways, and it'd be pretty easy to mount a drive like that instead of.
I don't know how.
rotating motor?
I don't know how you
It's-
get away with it, like the hydraulic system, because you don't have anything governing the height. That's how the drive-by-wire works.
Yeah, it's like a throttle position.
It's like a fuel
it's
gauge.
just like a throttle
You're always going to have a
So-
throttle position sensor separate.
Well, you can get them
You
inbuilt in.
might be able to
Yeah.
get them inbuilt.
Yeah. So it just works off of say it's a rotating thing from 0 volts to 5 volts.
Yeah.
That's
But I
how
can't
it
see it
works.
being that hard.
No, it's,
Like-
the motor setting up's honestly not that hard. If I didn't have if it wasn't mechanically injected, you just bolt the motor right where the barrel valve goes. It'd be easy,
Yeah.
and you just run like a little link arm like you do with your barrel valve to your throttle body. It's the
Yep.
same. Yeah, it's that. It's pretty easy to do. It's not that hard. But I at that point when we went a couple of years ago, I didn't really have my head around ECUs and all that at that point. But yeah, you got to set pedals up, and you need pedal position sensors, all that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome
Yeah, it's a fair bit of stuff into it, but
to
yeah.
set up. But yeah, no, there has to be an easy way of doing that now.
Yeah, you can buy a kit. I think the kit's like a couple of grand. with the motor at an arm.
What dash are you using in yours, Motec?
No, it's what are they?
Mtron.
Oh, it's an Mtron branded one, but it's the same as like an AEM
Can
dash.
you
Yeah.
can you adapt into that with all the controls and stuff, or is it just a logger?
No,
The
ECU
dash
does
is just a display.
And it's connected to something that can control stuff.
Yeah, the ECU. Yeah.
Okay, so you run an ECU. Are you running coils or magneto?
Yeah, coils.
Okay, well that what can run that can probably run the rest as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it can run.
You just got to have the two motors in the
I
pedal.
can run 2 drive-by-wires.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just got to have the setup in the pedal and the setup on the hat.
Yeah,
And it's
all I
just
need is the
whole
setup.
motors
yeah,
and
yeah,
fuck. It's a
couple of wires, and
Yeah.
she's done.
setup, but yeah, it's not hard.
As much as it's probably not real smart being in water, you could probably have drive-by-wire cab gear as well with a really strong motor.
Yeah, possibly.
Mm.
With the hydraulic setup, yeah, you could be
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it.
You could do
Without
that with
hydraulic.
you
Even
could
a
do that-
helper.
You could do that with a power, like an electric power steering pump, with a hydraulic cylinder to operate the cab.
Mm.
Yeah, I did think about that, but that was all getting a bit too hard, bit out of my fucking depth.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll jump across to NASCAR. They were at the Worldwide Technology Raceway in Madison, Illinois. Denny Hamlin put it on pole. SVG put it on P18. He's obviously still learning on these ovals, and we didn't expect him to be climbing too far through these playoff series. Denny Hamlin, he ended up winning it. SVG was 25th behind his teammate Ross Chastain. Unfortunately, that puts him out of the playoffs. So he's he's second one to fall behind.
So he ended up 17th.
No. He ended up 25th.
No, in the standings.
In the playoffs, yeah.
In the standings, yeah.
I'd say so, yeah. In Xfinity, Connor wins from pole. So nothing really much happened there, and I didn't really watch a whole heap of it. We'll jump across to IndyCar, though. Fair bit happened since we last spoke, and it's quite funny. It happened.
Yeah, that was like straight after.
Yeah, just after the. Oh well, Will Power happened straight after.
Oh
but
yeah, that's what I thought.
the rest of the story sort of unfolded itself Thursday afternoon. So we'll start with Colton Herta. He's announced that he's going to leave IndyCar. He's going to race in F2 next year. He's also got the role as a test driver in the Cadillac F1 team. But because Andretti runs that team, he hasn't actually left Andretti as such. He's just moved across.
Yeah.
So before that, we heard that Will Power had announced to leave Penske, but he didn't announce where he was going. So he obviously had to wait for Colton to announce where he's going, and then Will Power has said that he's going to jump in Colton Herta's car. So that's the black and yellow Gamebridge Honda.
Do you reckon that's a good decision
I
for
reckon
him?
it's a bloody good decision. The reason is Will was very fast. He's won 2 weeks ago, was it? Or two races ago? Like, he's still very fast. But Penske's weren't giving him anything better than a 1-year option, like a 1-year deal. So
He's getting old, but
yeah, but when you're still winning, you look at Scott Dixon.
yeah, but
He's got more age on him again, and he's still winning races. He only won a championship, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty bloody good. Like, they're obviously doing well still. I reckon Will Power would have gotten a couple of year deal over at Andretti. They're not a shit team either.
he's not that old. He's 44.
Will Power's 44.
Yeah.
How old's Scott Dixon?
Give me a minute.
44. That's a spring chicken.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the motorsport game.
45.
Wow. So they're the same sort of age.
There's a
Okay.
fine line in that stuff between,
Yeah.
old and experienced. Like, you can be young and fast, but if you don't have the experience, you lose some key things, like you don't take advantage of certain things and until you learn all that. So there's it's a fine line between being like experienced and being young and fast.
And good at not taking the wrong risks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That all comes with the experience. Yeah.
So hopefully Will goes all right over there at Andretti, and it hasn't been announced, but we believe that David Malukas is going to jump into Will Power's seat. We don't know if it's going to be number 12 or if it's going to be something else. Jump across to Formula E over at Monza in Italy. Max put it on pole. Lando poled second. Lando qualied second. Oscar third. Leclerc fourth. Hamilton fifth, but then ended up being set back to 10th due to a grid penalty. I didn't really read up into what the reason for that was. But
So with Lando smoking an engine last week, only have to replace it. Didn't we say he was out of changes?
Yeah, well, that's obviously not how it works.
So it seems that I was wrong.
We probably should have researched that.
But no, that was the story that I was like, as far as I'd researched, that was what he had to do. But in the quali, before Oscar gave Lando a tow to get second, he was in 10th. So the McLaren game started in qualifying before the race started.
Yeah, right.
So everyone's heard the controversy of that. We'll get to that in a minute. Max's first win since May. So Max Verstappen won the race. There was a couple of bust-ups at the start of the race. First one was between Lando and Max on the first corner. It doesn't seem that like Lando gave Max enough room. Race control deemed it that Lando had to give Max the lead back.
Other way around.
Max had to give Lando the lead back.
He went through the shortcut, so he didn't make the turn.
Oh,
He
yeah,
did,
right.
yeah, and he pushed Lando off into the grass.
Yeah.
And then, so race control said that Lando had to get the race lead back. But the bit that obviously got me a little bit jumbled up was because Max got Lando, probably 2 or 3 laps later, just went straight around him at the same spot into the first corner. So, Max kicked his ass. Oscar had a decent back and forth with Leclerc, and Oscar come out in front. Then stuff all happened during the middle of the race. It was just running the laps down until the 2 McLaren pit stops where shit got interesting. Where Oscar went in, got some fresh boots. His pit time was about 2 seconds. Lando's stop included a stuff up with the pit crew stuff up the tensioning of the left front wheel.
Didn't wait for the light to go green.
Something like that. Yeah. Look.
Was it a stuff up, or is that one of Oscar's wheelmen?
Well, what's the chances that the bloke that's on the rattle gun has money down for Oscar winning?
I reckon he's just off on Oscar's team.
Yeah. So.
And he just dressed up and went, he just bashed old mate, slammed him, locked him in the Portaloo. Then it's walked out and went, I'm not tightening that wheel.
Well, he just sat there and just
They
waited.
just looked
and
at
all
him.
of a sudden just goes,
And
"Brop," and then they take off.
They just looked at the
I'll-
gun,
I'll make-
almost going, come on, just do it
hurry
up again.
Get it going. What are you waiting for? Waiting for Oscar to catch up.
I don't believe Oscar blew up too much, as he needs the team behind him as much as he can to win this title.
Yeah.
Like I
You
know
can't
that
piss him off
McLaren,
yet.
McLaren's not really on Team Oscar, but Oscar really needs to make sure that he's got as many friends in the pits as he can.
Yeah. It'll just make it more satisfying at the end.
Oh, for sure, but I'm not sure many other drivers on the grid would do the same.
No.
Like, okay, so I didn't even mention that. So obviously Lando come out of the pits behind Oscar. Pitwall asked Oscar to give the place back to Lando because it was a team stuff up, and I don't believe. I can guarantee you Max wouldn't have given the place back.
No.
It wasn't like Max had done anything wrong.
Exactly.
And there was some radio messages coming through. Did you see the videos?
That was pretty
Max
funny.
was just laughing. He's like, "What? Because Lando got a slow pit stop. Oscar had to give the place back."
It's a joke.
Yeah, well, like obviously Max.
It's unfair because that's all part of racing. But I do understand if that stuff up didn't happen, there was not a chance Oscar was going to.
Oscar wasn't going to get him. No.
Nah.
And Max is obviously Team Oscar.
But you got to run with the
I
luck.
like it.
You can't just
Yeah,
change
exactly
your luck.
right.
You know, if it's the team stuff up, it's the team stuff up.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect the team at all because they still get second and third points. It doesn't affect them at all.
That's right. And it's sort of what it meant is that Oscar only lost 3 points in that changeover, where if he was in front, he would have been 3 points ahead.
Yeah.
Now he's 3 points behind what he would have been. Realistically, he hasn't lost that much. He's just got to keep on finishing, and Leno
just
won't
keep
catch
hanging
him.
in there. Beat them anyway, even though they tried to make you not, and then just leave.
Well, there's still talk on George not getting the signature yet.
I don't think he'd leave next year.
Nah.
Hey, wouldn't that be good though?
You'd wait and see after the new regs next year
on who's good.
what cars are fast.
Yeah, because it'll be interesting. Like, there's a lot of talk about the Mercedes driveline is really, really good.
Yeah.
There's been no talk about McLaren's driveline being real good, but I don't know.
Yeah, he needs to know what cars are going to be fast with the new regulations before you even entertain offers from another team or even throw your hat in the ring, you know, because you might find McLaren next year still smoking everybody. So if that's the case,
stay quiet,
you just stay there and try and do it again.
We'll jump across to Super Motocross. They had round one at the North Carolina in Charlotte. It's not as satisfying.
It's because it's a stubby.
In the 450 class, Jet Lawrence got a perfect hole shot, led every single lap to take the win. Behind him, Eli Tomac was running strong in second place before a stack, which dropped him back a fair bit. That sent Chase Sexton up into second, with Tomac recovering to round out the podium in third. In the 250s, Hayden Deegan got squeezed out the start, made his way back through the pack to second, where Seth Hamaker had a fairly decent lead. Deegan was on a mission, ended up hunting him down, making the pass for the win. Hamaker held on for a solid second, while Joe Shimoda grabbed third. And then, unfortunately, so that was the, like, say, Saturday's racing. The racing for Sunday was called off due to lightning in the area. That made the results for the first races official for the entire round. Next up, they'll head to St. Louis for round 2, September 13th at the Dome at America's Centre.
Nice.
Jump across to MotoGP. Do you want to take that, Mick?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I obviously know who won and stuff. Marquez won.
No way.
Wasn't Mark though. It was Alex. Mark comes second, and there was a bit of controversy there because I had a little read today. Valentino Rossi's sort of blaming them for cheating and stuff, claiming that they're
Because he's cheating and he can't win.
Well, I don't know, but
Well,
That's generally how it works.
yeah, usually what it is the person that's saying someone else is cheating is accusing them because
he wouldn't be cheating. He's upset because Mark's breaking all his records.
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't want that to happen. So he's just trying to slow it all up, and
That's
what I would think anyway. Which is a bit disappointing because Rossi's probably one of the best riders. Well, is one of the best riders that MotoGP's seen.
Mm-hmm.
And if you act a bit like that, you probably lose a bit of respect from some
Yeah.
people. Just be humble about there's someone else beating you. But they've had issues like because they raced together, not together as in the team, but at the same time.
They were rivals.
And yeah, there's plenty of videos if you look them up where they argue with each other because they're bumping each other off the track and whatever else. And there was one press conference, I can't remember what year it was, but one of the journos asked him about their feud or whatever, and Mark's like, I'm happy to shake hands and move on and all go normal. And he leans over to Rossi and puts his hand out, and Rossi just looks at him and goes, no.
Yeah, right. Wow.
So, yeah. So since then, it probably gets beat up a lot more than it actually is too.
Always will.
By all that. But yeah, so that's how they finished. I think Ducati's wrapped up the Constructors' Championship, which is pretty easy to do considering there's a shitload more Ducatis than anything else on the track.
Yeah, okay.
And they're all at the front. So
How many more rounds have they got before the end of the season?
I don't know. I think there's about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's still a fair way to go, but yeah, Mark's got a really good lead. But yeah. So I think I said the other week, Miller's signed again with Yamaha, like the Premac team, which is it's a factory Yamaha, but it's not really the Yamaha team per se. But his teammates changed. So he used to have Oliveira. Well, he does still have Oliveira this year. But next year he's got the World Superbike rider Toprak coming over. And Miller's a little bit disappointed because it's the first time in his career that he's had a teammate that can do a better stoppie than he can.
A stoppie?
Yeah, right.
like the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Miller does really good ones, and Toprak's also really, really, really good at it. I've seen him, nose wheel it in and turn it sideways at the garage and then land it backwards so they can just push it straight back in and whatever else.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you'll probably see some good stoppies in that team next year.
You wonder how good that is for all the suspension gear at the back, because they're pretty heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, there's that much electronics on that shit. It's probably all absorbed.
Okay.
Probably wouldn't do anything. Them things have got like electronic ride height devices that go up and down through corners.
During race, shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. You watch them when they start. So they got, what a whole shot device is on the front suspension?
Oh, not really.
No, it's in motocross. They that's probably where it come from. That as you're coming up to the start line, you just jam your front brakes on you, so you really compress your front suspension, and it locks your forks down, so the front of your bike's
Little
really
button
low.
there.
Yep,
So
that makes sense.
So when you take off, it stays really low, and then as soon as you compress that suspension just a tiny bit, it'll spring back out to where it's supposed to go. So anyway, they have that, so they're coming up to the start line on the grid, and they're all jamming their front brakes on to jam the whole shot device on, and then when they ride up to their grid, they sit there and you just watch the bike just go at the rear, like slowly electronically just wind down, and the bottom of the bike is pretty much on the ground. It'd have like, I don't know,
That's wild.
15 mil clearance or something under the bike, and then they take off and it all obviously comes back to normal and does its thing. And
Technology for the sake of it.
yeah. So I dare say the harshness on the ground when it comes back down would all be absorbed by all that kind of stuff.
I watched a video the other day with MotoGP about them blinking. They blink twice in a minute.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, someone put that in the HSG
Nathan
group.
put that in the HSG group. I watched a similar thing with Oscar, with the Formula Ones saying the same thing. It takes this long to blink. We blink roughly this many times a lap. That's this many meters
That you're
around the
watching
track
blind.
blind. It's pretty insane when you think about it.
Set a camera up in the boat on the weekend and watch your eyes.
I can guarantee I'll blink a lot.
I reckon you might be surprised that you don't.
You wouldn't.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No, I reckon you probably wouldn't.
Well,
That's what I mean.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
Set a camera up and have a look.
Do you get out of the boat like worn out, like puffed and that?
Yeah. Yeah,
You know-
it's because
you know-
I'm fat.
No, it's not that. You know
Unfit.
what? You know what it is?
Stop and breathe.
You
You,
stop
you
breathing.
don't breathe. Yeah,
Yeah. That's possible.
you're not relaxed while you're doing
If
it.
you pay attention to that, you'll notice yourself stop breathing.
Yeah,
Wow. Well, I'll update you next week.
we'll have about 400 cameras on Hayden's boat, and some heart monitors and all sorts of stuff.
It was pretty cool. I was talking to one of the boys we used to race against, Joel Manoir. He does a heap of work for like Cricket Australia and Football Australia, like the NRL. And he's got a device that connects to computer and connects to cameras, and he's got one for the sticks on the cricket The
Yeah, the stumps.
stumps.
Sticks.
The 3 sticks. That's what the fuck they are. So he's got that. He's got the stumps connected, cameras connected into a box, and then that goes 5G, gives everyone cancer, and then goes up into the box. Well, that box, he's going to try and put that in my boat over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And if he can get CAN signal, which as far as I know, it's pretty easy. Get CAN signal from the Haltech, you can get 2 cameras and the Haltech data going up into the live stream.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I'm not going to spend any time on it. If Joel wants to take hold of that and make it work, sweet, mate, he can go and do it. I've got enough going on in my head
How
to
have you got
organise it.
How have you got your CAN bus set up?
We're not using much of it at all.
Have you got like an end that's easy to get to?
So
no,
you'd have to pin back into the back of the dash.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, when I did mine, I put 2 extra. So each end of the CAN bus, I run a little bit extra tail, and just put like a resistor in there, like in a Deutsch plug.
Yep.
So if I want to extend it, all I got to do is pull that Deutsch plug out with the resistor in it, run another bit of cable to wherever the hell I need a CAN device, and then just make another little tail and plug the resistor back in. Just so it's easy to expand on later. I don't have to try and repin an ECU or something like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
So I got one on the engine and one in the cockpit. So yeah, I can expand on that pretty easy. So when I get mine going, if Joel wants to muck around my CAN shitty, I'll let him.
Yeah. Well, that's shit that I don't really understand. So that's a Josh and Joel question. So I'll say, hey,
I
if
don't
you
know
want to
fuck
have
all
a go,
about it either.
if you just want to have a go, then get it in there. But yeah,
I only know because I
out,
needed to know.
to get the data out would be pretty cool though.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yep. So we'll see how that goes. We'll jump. It's sort of an alien story I found. I'm going to read this one instead of getting AI.
Nailed it.
James Webb Space Telescope may have just captured something that will shake the world, they reckon.
Oh, I think I've heard about this. This is pretty new.
This is a cracking story. A newly leaked, I don't know if it's new. As far as I know, it's pretty past couple of days. A newly leaked image of 31 Atlas, an interstellar object hurtling towards our solar system, shows a structure so strange, so unlike anything natural, that it's sparking wild theories of alien technology. Moving at over 136,000 miles an hour, 31 Atlas is already under intense observation, but this image, it changes everything. The object appears to have symmetry, reflective surfaces, and a shape not known to comet or asteroid has ever displayed. So, a shape no known comet or asteroid has ever displayed. While many scientists still insist it's just a comet, others aren't so sure. Even Harvard astrophysiologist Avi Loeb previously warned that similar interstellar visitors might be extraterrestrial probes. Now with Webb's ultra-high resolution image making rounds online, public curiosity is turning into viral panic. The object is predicted to make a close approach within months, and the countdown has begun. Natural phenomenon or not, something unidentified is on its way. I, for one, welcome our new rulers.
Yeah, I'm their slave.
Got a bit better than the ones we've got.
So that's not the one that I've been hearing about, or it might be. But so they've been watching this comet coming lately, and it was predicted that in however many times it was, I can't remember how long it was, but it could run into Earth. But it's changed its path, and they said that doesn't happen with comets.
No, it doesn't.
They're doing their orbit, and that's their thing. But this thing's like changed and
That's sick.
gone a different direction now.
Yeah, but something could have run into it.
No, well they reckon that doesn't happen.
Yeah, right.
That doesn't happen with comets. They don't. They're too big to be bumped out of the way. But yeah, so they're thinking it's an alien spaceship. Might be the 31 Atlas.
Yeah, copy. Yeah, well,
So.
the story, the photo that I got was bloody wild. I'll I'll put this up. It's not going to happen on Friday because everyone knows that
You can
I'll
schedule
be-
posts.
I'll be away. Oh, I could probably just schedule a post.
That's what I do.
You will. Not probably.
So have a look at the photo here, boys.
Oh, yeah?
What do you reckon of that?
Looks like Star Wars.
Yeah, it certainly does, doesn't it?
There's no way that's real.
That's it. That's saying what the telescope can see.
Fucking bullshit. That's bloody. What's his fucking robot name out of Star Wars?
There's not a
Looks like
chance.
R2D2.
There's not a
No, the
chance
white one.
anyone still thinks that's a comet.
Nah.
No, as long as that's
Not a fucking chance.
as long as that's an image that they've actually gotten, and this is not just AI getting us.
Yeah,
I just love a
that's-
good
yeah.
alien story.
100% that's AI. There's no way that is real.
Well, the story doesn't match up.
Like,
Does
got
it?
red lights on the fucking thing.
I could live with that being real.
Oh, hang on, this is good. So
I could live with that being real, but the thing is, it says that that some of the what do you call them, experts are saying it's not any alien structure. It's simply just a comet.
Mm.
If they've seen that image, that's definitely not a comet.
How good's this for
You
a
can
comment,
tell
though?
that's not a comet.
How good's this for a comment, though? Plot twist, that thing took off from Earth 10 million years ago, found its way back. We're about to meet the civilization that built the pyramids.
Yeah,
Can't believe it.
This is their sky crane.
that probably makes more sense.
That's definitely not real.
I don't know. Look,
No,
That's
that,
AI as fuck.
it's good, though. I like it.
That photo's tugging your dick.
Made me happy.
I hope it's real, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
And I get invested in this stuff. But when the story says there's experts that still believe that it's a comet, they clearly haven't seen the photo, or that's not the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And look,
That's full Star Wars photo.
That's a spaceship. I don't care what kind of spaceship you want to imagine, but there's doors on it.
Yeah.
clearly on that
And
photo,
lights,
yeah.
there's
lights.
lights, doors,
Correct.
windows. It's a fucking spaceship.
So if that's actually a photo of it, that has to be it. But then you think that's however far away it is. Where's the distance? Does it say how far away it is? It only says it's doing 135 mile an hour.
Well, if they reckon it's going to hit
35,000.
135,000 mile an hour.
if it's going to be here in a couple of months, we can calculate how far it is.
Well,
It's a fucking long way. I know that much
what I'm getting at is how have they got photos of the side of it?
because it's going past.
No,
They're
but
still
it's
doing loops.
aiming towards us. Oh, it's doing loops around us, is
Well,
it?
it won't do a
I
loop
thought
around
it's heading
us.
towards us.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
but I don't think
sideways.
you can head.
It's drifting.
Do you head towards us, or you still
Right, okay,
loop?
so that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
drifting. Okay.
So you
yeah,
still
righto.
loop.
Yeah, because we're moving.
You can never actually head directly
There's
to us.
no straight
Mhm.
line to
Yeah.
us because we're moving. So
Yep.
yeah,
Isn't it funny? We're sitting here and it's all still, but we're a big ball of mass rolling through the atmosphere.
we're doing 135,000 miles an hour.
Probably are.
There is a speed limit for us. Yeah.
We're obviously not doing that fast because otherwise he wouldn't catch us.
We don't know what we're doing.
We'd win that race.
Yeah, you can look it up. They
Yeah.
can tell. We do a speed in throughout the
There's
galaxy
there's
or whatever it is.
You'll get lost if you go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of different speeds.
Is
So-
the speed of Earth rotation?
Yeah, so
or
that's
speed of Earth through space.
Yeah, that's
67,000 miles an hour. So the other thing's got us covered.
Oh yeah, so he's catching. He's on his way. We better start cheating.
put some more pulley on it.
Take a couple of teeth out of the top pulley.
Wind the booster.
Right, so we'll jump
All
on to questions for this week.
Well, we haven't really got any questions, but we've got a couple of talking points that people have sent us. So I've been chatting to Kim Burnt.
From over at South Australia.
South Australia's doing a hydro for the Oz Lights.
Oh, this is the 2
Mazda.
liter,
Yeah.
2 liter Mazda.
So
Yeah.
Sky Active, the Sky Active engines out
Out
there.
of
Yeah,
Mazda
yeah,
3.
Yeah, so they're doing that. From what he's telling me, it looks pretty good.
I'm interested to see how that goes, eh?
Yeah, so it's a 2 liter, but similar. The horsepower is in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so basically it's a replacement engine. Well, trying to
to
make it a
be.
replacement
Yeah.
engine for the 1.6s because those little Toyota things are getting
Because
they're outdated, hard to find.
and they're expensive.
Yeah, 'cause-
From what he's
yeah,
saying,
that's
like
what happens.
he's buying an engine for $1,500.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Yeah,
Don't have to rebuild it. Where they're buying those other Toyotas for like $2,000 and having
then
to fully
having to build
rebuild them
Yeah.
because they're just that old and
Yep.
fucking 4 million kilometers on them. So yeah, he's doing his own gearbox too, and Z drive.
Okay.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that looks pretty neat in the photos he sent me, and yeah, so
get him to put them up on the HSG.
yeah, he doesn't. He says he doesn't do much with social media, but
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
he needs to. Start
We've obviously gotten
throwing
him a bit excited with this.
Well,
'cause
we
he's
can
Yeah.
put them up if
things
you get
up.
permission off him to put them up.
Yeah,
we can put
I'm
them
sure
up.
he listens
everyone,
anyway and
everyone
tells
can
me.
see what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I've been meaning to bring it up for a couple of weeks, and he messaged me like, "Oh, do you want any more info?" I was like, "Oh, completely forgot.
Sorry.
Got busy."
But this is shit that I love. This is new stuff getting built in sheds.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it
awesome.
has. He's got. He said he's got someone else coming along with him. Just let me try and find his name.
Someone else that's doing another
Yeah,
Mazda engine.
Yeah, Dan Kruzik.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's
He has the
doing it too.
GP.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's doing one as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
So which you sort of got to look in that direction or a similar direction.
Yeah, you've
when
got to adapt to
shit's
something.
getting
Sure.
old.
Yeah. Otherwise, you get left behind, and then the class disappears because you can't buy the shit no more. And
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. And you got to pick like the most purchased vehicle, and shit. There's been so many Mazda
Oh.
3s
Oh,
being
yeah.
sold.
yeah, shit, yeah.
So yeah, you just
And
grab
they're,
the next style of
and
engine.
they're half a P plater, so they get crashed all the time. So there's plenty in the records.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that'll be a good thing once he's sorted it out. And
Yeah, I'm keen to see how that goes.
yeah.
So is it? Did he say if it's actually allowed? Like it's been approved by?
No, he
Oz
hasn't
Light
said
Register?
nothing. I think they'll be waiting until it's on the water and
Yeah, okay.
seeing how it runs. If it kicks their ass, they're going to go, nope.
Well,
Same as anything.
even if it does, you should still adopt it. I reckon.
And so the Toyota engine, the 4AG, that's hotted up to get to the point where they're at the moment.
Yeah.
They put
They've
some,
still got
they put a
restrictions
couple of
on them.
decent bits on
I
them.
think
though.
they're only allowed to change 3 things. I think you can change the ignition,
Weber
you can
carbies.
change the carburetors, and you can change the exhaust.
Yeah.
I think that's
So it's
all
still
you
got to
can
be
change.
standard crank rods, pistons.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Okay. So then you get to these 2-litre Mazda engines. How are they getting the same sort of power out of
I think they've just
bigger
got them.
displacement?
Probably just
I think it's
newer,
just got it.
newer technology.
Yeah. Because they're
Just a
injected.
more efficient engine.
Ejected ECUs on them.
Yeah, but those 4AGE, what size are they? They're 1.6.
1.6, yeah.
Yeah, so you get 1.6
2
to a 2 litre. You'd think the 2 litres.
But if
gonna
they
have
just
more
leave
torque
2
in it.
litre standard and not hot it up, so to speak.
Yeah, with the better carbies and
Yeah, so they'll just be injected. So there's a benefit there regardless.
Yep.
So I don't know enough about it to go, oh yeah, they can do this, they can do that. And there wouldn't be any aftermarket parts that you could readily buy without going custom made and spending $1 million.
for the Mazda engine.
Yeah.
for the
Which you
Toyota
don't
engine.
want to do.
Yeah, for the Mazda engine. For
Yeah,
the
you want-
Toyota engine as well, probably.
Yeah, but you'd want to try and make it so those engines are as easy to get as possible and easy to fix, or
Yeah.
not worth fixing.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't be worth fixing if you destroyed one. You just
Yeah.
$1,500. Here's a new one. Let's go.
Yeah, that's
Individual
that's sick.
coils.
I'm all
See
for
what
all
better
that stuff.
Yeah, they
Spark.
will be. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it'd probably be coil on plug too.
Coil on plug. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all for that
They
stuff.
stop start too.
Getting
push
new
button.
stuff. Central locking.
It'll be good to see. Honestly, will be.
It does
Yeah.
definitely needs to be something to be looked into it because
I had a
even if it becomes its own class sort of thing. Get
yeah
a few more
Yeah.
boats
yeah
out
get
of the
enough
shed.
people to jump on. Yeah, I had a phone call this afternoon from our APVA chairman.
Are you allowed to have a conversation about what you said?
We can do whatever we want on here.
Yeah, we're the boss. No, he,
Well, it depends
It's
if they
just-
call you, if they answer your phone call next time.
They can't cancel us.
well, no, it was pretty much just about what's going on down there. I sort of unofficially put my hand up to be the rules officer. And I mentioned that to Kim before the AGM. I said, look, if no one's going to do it, I'm happy to put my hand up and get it done. And he was just sort of getting back to me saying that, you know, thanks for your input, but we've got a guy that's going to do it. And I was like, yep, no worries. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, you enjoy that phone conversation, don't you?
Yeah. He still likes to keep me involved and stuff, which is nice. Pumps on a bit of information. I told him I'll have to ring him every couple of months to get some scoops for the pod. Only the positive ones though. We don't need to.
Don't want to dwell on the
Nah,
shit.
there was a lot of things he said and said don't quote me on that, but I can't remember what they were, so I'm probably going to quote him on
So
everything.
you can't get him in trouble anyway.
No, one thing he did say. So we've been trying to bring back the drag boat racing.
Yep.
So that's officially on hold from last Saturday
Oh, fucking hell.
because not for anything to do with us, because of non-APVA affiliated groups trying to use our rules or something to that effect. And so what we haven't realised, which is in the process now of getting fixed up, which is why it's been suspended at the minute, just till it gets fixed up. The rules, when they got taken out of the rule book, however many years ago that was, just got taken out and put to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And now that the drag boats are coming back, they just reinstated those rules and never really
Went over
checked
them.
through. And so they've had a bit of legal advice from solicitors lately, re cockpits and all that sort of stuff. And the old drag boat rules are pretty much directly against what the latest solicitor's advice is.
Mm-hmm.
So they've had to just quickly suspend that so no one just tries to run a race meeting
Yeah.
tomorrow, just until they fix up that and bring it all into line with what we should
Okay.
be doing now. So that information has all been done and ticked off. So he did say I could say that, but it probably hasn't reached most people yet. It probably will by the weekend, I suppose. But
Well, now.
Yeah, they were talking about.
yeah, they get
They were
there.
hoping to run. There's been talk about them wanting to run a drag event up at Grafton
Yeah,
for their
so
October event.
yeah, that's what Kim said. He said it's going to look bad for them, but it's got nothing to do with them. It's not something that they've done or
It's just
anything like
legal.
that. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
yeah.
Which
So,
is good to tell people here.
Yeah, I think it
doesn't
come up
spread
with,
any
like I
weird
said,
rumours.
so a non-APVA sanctioned club or whoever they were trying to do it. And I think they've tried to obtain like a maritime license or something like that, and they've tried to use our rules to do that, and then they've said no, that's not right, or something to that effect. And yeah, anyway, that's.
Is that to do with the one that was going in at the Penrith Lakes?
I don't know. He didn't actually say which one it had to do with. He might not even know, to be honest with you. But yeah, it was
It's
just
probably only the ones that are down Victoria way that run them.
Yeah, because I would have
no.
thought.
I think they're part of the APBA.
No, they
Can't
are.
be if we got
they're-
rules in there.
They're Victorian Drag Boat Association,
Yeah. So
so they must be separate.
nah. So I think I don't know 100% for sure, but I think they come under the APBA like in a different way, not like your normal.
They're parallel.
Yeah, sort of. It's like the jet ski guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're sort of they do their own thing, but they're under our umbrella, sort of.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really know how to explain that properly, but I think that's what they're like. So yeah, he had a few other things to say, which is pretty good. There's lots of stuff going on in the background, which is awesome. We had a good conversation about some changes that probably need to happen in the sport, in the administration of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they're working towards it. I did put my hand up and say I'm happy to help with that. Nothing official, but behind the scenes, if someone wants to flick me some info and I can help out, I will.
I did like the so this year all the entries for the spectacular at Windsor, it's all under something called Jot Form. So this is a new program they're using at Upper Hawkesbury, and you can actually do all your licensing through the Jot Form as well. So
Yeah, I
that
think-
has to give Tracy a lot less work.
They've been doing that for the last
do.
6 months or so, I
I
think.
haven't known anything about it.
Yeah,
until
Yeah.
now.
So this
been
is the
great.
thing, right?
Probably
I
a bit
don't know.
longer.
Well, actually, I haven't been racing for the past
12 months.
12, 18
Yeah.
months.
Yeah. So we all know that's obviously a better way to do it. Before I left him chuck me a little tanty at the meetings, I said, we're not going anywhere unless you piss off all this paperwork and we can do it on our phones. No one cares about paperwork.
That's right.
So anyway, this is probably something that he said, don't quote me on. But I think the APBA, so there was talk when I was still there about trying to develop an app where you could do all that stuff and clubs could log on and see if you had your license and all that sort of stuff. But because of the structure of the APBA, it was way too hard. Like way, way too hard.
Yeah,
Because every
different
state
states, different
has all their
licenses.
different stuff, different licenses, different costs, different ways of breaking up your sanction fees, all that sort of stuff, which made it way too complicated. It would have ended up costing a fortune, as well as the time for everyone that needed to be involved. You'd have to have a committee of like 10 people from different states to put their own 2 cents in to make it all work. So it was never going to work. But if we do get to a point, which I said I'm happy to help someone work on, where national can be involved with all that stuff, like selling the licenses. And
National
doing all
can take over licensing, yeah.
You can
It should
set
be
up
a
that
national
app.
license.
You can
I
set that
think-
app up with one system, and then any club can just log on to it and go, oh, yep, he's all these shits here. Yep, he's good to go. And you can all log on, do your license on there.
You're saying
upload all your shit.
still keep state licensing,
No.
make it federal.
Yeah.
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 I think that or national, whatever you want to call it. I think that'd be excellent
Yeah.
because our license pricing in New South Wales is actually quite good compared to other states. But if everyone had the same pricing,
Ours is the
everyone's
dearest.
price. No, not that I know of. As far as I know, that like up at Queensland, it's significantly more. And I'm pretty sure Melbourne's more expensive too.
No, that's why people get the license in Queensland, because it's cheap as shit.
I've heard the opposite.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I've always thought that Queensland was cheaper. And
Because they don't do
I
as many
thought-
days.
I thought
That's
Melbourne
right. That's
was...
why it's got to be more expensive because less people are getting it.
I think Melbourne are pretty similar to us. Like Victoria is very similar to us. But it's more than just licenses. It's the way they... what's the word?
Divert their fee.
Yeah,
Their
like...
sanction fees.
Yeah. The way they break that up, how much they
So club days
put,
too.
like how much the state
Spectacular.
council puts towards that, so you get a cheaper rate for your club day or whatever.
Yep.
All that's all done differently at every state, and it's all to put that all together in one is very confusing. Now, when it obviously it's nothing of this is happening or on the cards or anything like that. We just had a little conversation about it.
You're just saying what you reckon would be good.
Yeah, and so you'd still have to have you couldn't have national totally selling licenses. I don't think it could possibly work, but you'd have to have. So the way I see it, there should be like probably 3 tiers to the sport. You have your serious people like that have a lot of money.
Unlimited tier, yep.
Go racing. Well, no, not really unlimited tier, just like serious tier. Let's call it like proper races, where you've got a fair bit of money. You're going to go to a lot of events. You're the one that get on the TV and do all this sort of stuff. You buy your national license because you race around the whole country, and then you should have like your states maybe selling like a state-based license. So the people that don't have a lot of money, still all the same classes, still have your unlimited inboard, unlimited outboard, whatever you've got, but you don't have the money to run with the big guys. Let's call it like Super 2. You don't have the money to run with the big guys, so you run in like a second tier competition, which is state based. So you can't. So if you buy something in your license in New South Wales to race in a New South Wales state, it's a bit cheaper. You don't, because you're not buying the national one, but you can't travel into state and race unless you buy that upgraded license. So you stick to your state, and your state can sell that, and they can sell that for however the hell they want, because it's got nothing to do with the national APBA. And then on top of that, you'd probably have like your club license, which is just, like you're up Hawkesbury, they sell a license to. It all comes under the same banner of the insurance and that. But yeah, they have their club license that they can sell, but you only race at that club. So the guys that just like racing at that club, go and have fun on Sundays, they can just pay a little bit and go race there for the season.
Yeah.
That's
even just a club day license, so you could still run like your Raymond Terrace Tare Club Day sort of thing.
Well, that would be a state license.
Okay.
Yeah.
So club license is just your club.
That's just a very
I'm getting
vague throw out of what could potentially happen. It takes a lot of thinking and stuff, and budgets and working out money and where it comes from and where it goes to work it all out. But yeah, I think that would be a good way for the sport to go.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah, it was a good conversation. He's heading to China as well too.
Oh, is he?
For the F1 H2O, and I'm not sure if I heard him correctly, but I think there's a UIM meeting on there, like the General Assembly or
yes.
So he's going over there. Like, he hasn't been for the last couple of years because we haven't really sort of seen an advantage in it.
Which one?
Which one? What?
The long weekend or the one after?
I'm not sure. He didn't say. But this year he feels like it's a good time to go because there's a fair bit of stuff to get talked about. It's always good when he goes over there to pump up our juniors because we have the best junior racing system in the world. Everyone pumps us up for how good we are at that. And I think he was going to talk to the US delegate for basically get some info on the deaths and stuff that have happened sort of recently. Find out what's going on with them and all that sort of stuff, because apparently over there they don't even run neck restraints. And 3 of the last 4 deaths over there have been neck injuries.
Well, I saw only just this week there was a video of what looked like Boat Racer.
Yeah,
had a like a neck restraint that come around underneath the life jacket.
Yeah,
I've seen that video. It blew up.
Yeah,
that if you're knocked out, that'd make you float face down.
Well, so I did a bit of investigating into that, and that one wasn't installed correctly.
Okay.
So there's plenty of guys that have been using them things. Cody Barry's used one.
Mm-hmm.
He's worked here when it was only at a slow speed, but when his boat caught fire at Windsor
he
jumped out, it deployed and done everything. So obviously he wasn't knocked out or anything like that, but you could see his in the photos that he put up with it blown up. It was outside of the jacket. Well, it looked like it was outside of the jacket, so it's not trying to bend the jacket up round your face.
Yeah, okay.
And there was another guy as well that put up some photos of his one. I think he was from America. He drove a pro stock boat, and he's come outside, and it's the same kind of thing. So that was because I commented on that video. I was like, I wonder whether that would make you lie face up, because I didn't know that. I'd never seen them before or how they worked. And the jacket was that puffed up around his face. They couldn't get it off him. So I don't know.
You couldn't get it to the helmet. You couldn't get it. It looked like the helmet would nearly choke you. If you were done up properly.
But in saying that, he didn't have his leg straps on either. So
well, that's right.
If you have leg straps on that are holding your jacket down, and then that thing goes off underneath your jacket, does it really protect your neck?
Yeah.
So so from the stuff that I've seen, apparently that video, the bag or whatever it's called, was installed incorrectly.
Back to front.
Yeah, right.
Or
it was
I don't reckon it'd be back to front.
It was just not right. So it's under the jacket. I don't think it should be.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
there was heaps of positive comments on that video, but saying, well, Trump was looking to do some real time stuff and jump in the water, and
yeah.
There was heaps of comments on it.
I remember. Do you remember when? I don't know whether you did it, Joel. And I remember I did it. I was part of the Raymond Terrace Club growing up. Obviously, living up that way when I was a junior, and we had
they threw us off the boat.
Yeah, we had a couple of days to just up at the clubhouse with the crash boat and whatever, and we were testing. All us juniors were testing our race gear to make sure it floated us correctly and done.
How you do the swim test now?
Pretty much like how they do the swim test.
We
now,
just did in the river.
That was how.
But they were doing it by we were given the rescue crews training as well. So we were cruising along in all our race gear, sitting on the side of the crash boat, and then all of a sudden someone would just shove you in, only doing like 30 mile an
Yeah.
hour or something like that. And then, you'd tumble through the water and you just have to lay there and let them come and dive in beside you and put the stretcher under you and lift you up and do all that sort of stuff. And yeah, that was pretty cool when we were young. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, 10, 12 years old or something.
That would have been cool, day.
Mm.
Yeah. You probably couldn't do that now. You probably get
No.
shot if you threw someone
Yeah.
about 30 mile an hour. But yeah.
That's why we're tougher.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
that was my phone call.
Built different.
I might try and contact Kim every couple of months to get a bit of an update on what's
Yeah,
going on.
that's good.
Any info he's keen to send out.
Yeah, right.
Oh, also, I know where there's a tunnel boat for sale too. If anyone wants to buy one.
No, I stand up.
Yeah.
There'll be someone out there.
It's not available yet.
Surely there's some ski races that haven't bought them all yet.
Yeah, they haven't bought them all.
It's going to be available in October. So if you want to know who that is, get in contact with me and I'll point you in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Something cool, or is it just a boat?
It's just a boat. Just a tunnel boat.
Yeah, it's just a tunnel boat.
Airport tunnel
Someone
boat.
else would go, oh, that's sick.
What,
That's
what
a
else?
this.
What else do you say about it? It's an airport tunnel boat.
Yeah. All right. Let's get in our new segment, eh?
Oh yeah.
Send that sting through.
The
Who-
Garage Slim Down, brought to you by Chops Anodizing.
Chop sanitizing.
You idiot.
Wrong one.
Step it up, slim it down. It's the Garage Slim Down.
God, we're good at stuff.
All right. So the gist of this is, we give you a little bit of an info last week. So we're gonna weigh in right now and record it all, write it all down. So if you wanna join, you can do the same thing. Jump on your scales, write your weight down. Hayden might put a little
We'll pin a post to the top.
pin post in the group, and you can add your own details to there if you're not too embarrassed. Where I'm going to be embarrassed, but
Yeah.
I'm still happy to send her out there. And yeah, join along the ride. We'll give you a little spiel each week of what we've been up to, what we've been eating, what we're trying to keep healthy, any exercise, and yeah, whoever loses the most after what we agree on 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
10 weeks, boys.
10 weeks takes home our money.
All right.
Who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
Righto. You got to have before you get on.
I reckon.
You got to have a guess of what you're going to weigh.
I reckon I'll be 93.
Jesus Christ. Righto.
I'm tipping your triple digits.
93. What are you? Jump on the high speed garage scales. And what do we got over there? What we got?
94.2.
Oh, 94.2. Righto. So
That's because I just had dinner.
write that down. So you're going to jump on now, Hayden.
That's me.
What do you reckon you weigh?
I reckon about 90. Ooh, actually, no, I'm a liar. About 102, 103.
102, 103. Geez, you're not even having a go. What do we got? 91.1.
101.3.
Oh, 101.3. Righto. All right, I suppose it's my turn to get on. I reckon I'm going to
120?
be... maybe 106. I'm going to go with.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I reckon you're heaps bigger than that. Come on, what is it?
Fucking hell. I reckon much better than that. 106.1.
Ah, you fucking weighed yourself before you come here.
I didn't.
I should have.
I've been hanging on. I've been hanging on for this shit, so I'm going to drop about 2 kilos in about half hour.
Can only use them scales in that position every week.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the plan,
fine.
it seems.
Don't move them then.
I might miss 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, yes.
That's
then-
all right. You can miss a week, but then
Yeah, but are you going to be dieting over there?
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, right. Oh, actually, you know what? You're probably going to have a better chance because you probably empty everything out while you're over there.
100%.
Joel's going to be getting sick.
All right. Well, there's our weights. You've got no idea how competitive I am.
Oh.
Well, here's me having vegetables for dinner, and you had pasta, so eat shit.
Yeah, we've just weighed in now, so suck shit.
Do you
I'll
want
put
it to be
weight on.
heavy?
So have you ordered Duromine yet?
The fuck's Duromine?
So I have got a little secret weapon coming.
You fucking cheat.
No, it's full legal.
You're still cheating.
It's full legal. No, it's not
No
cheating.
supplements.
No, it's not a supplement. See, you don't even know. You just jump to conclusions with no information.
No, come on then.
Well, it's probably not really going to help me all that much, but I just bought a sleep apnea machine.
Oh, did you buy one? Oh, you got results back.
Yeah, so I bought one. And the Sheila that did the test for me, she was surprised I was even fucking awake when I was there.
Oh, fuck.
She
yeah,
said,
right.
"You must be fucking worn out." I said, "Yeah, I am." She's like, "I don't know how you're not asleep now." Anyway, she said she looked through the results. She said, "You're having 41 apneas in an hour."
Fuck.
Oh, so you're waking up heaps.
So that's holding your breath. So that's stopping breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So 41 times I stopped breathing every hour.
Fucking hell.
My longest one was 89 seconds.
You didn't
What?
breathe for?
Pretty much a minute and a half.
Holy
What?
And what makes it even worse is obviously I'm sleeping in the same bed as my missus, and she hears me stop breathing every now and then,
Oh, yeah, so wake her up.
and she said that night she didn't hear me stop breathing at all.
Oh,
So
yeah, right.
It gets worse than that. Probably because you're a little bit nervous because you have to stick this thing on your
Yeah.
head and whatever to measure you.
It really needs to be over a couple of days, like we said about
Yeah,
it.
so you can relax and
Yeah.
whatever. So anyway, apparently it's pretty bad. And she said to me, "Do you know what happens if you don't do something about it?" I said, "No."
You die.
She goes, "You die." And I was like, "Oh yeah." She goes, "Yeah, you have a heart attack or a stroke in your sleep, and that's the end of it." I went, "Oh yeah, right. I better get one of these fucking machines then."
What did the machine cost you?
It wasn't all that dear because I did a little bit of research, and there's a place called Sauve CPAP Clinic, and they have a special on right now. So I took advantage of that,
Paid advertisement.
and it was I should have hit him up for a free one. I should
Shout
have
out.
advertised
I
it.
need one.
Yeah. So anyway, I the machine itself is, I think it was like $1,500 or $1,600,
Oh, yeah.
something like
That's
that.
a lot cheaper than I thought it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
normally
well,
about-
they're
depends what
a
you
lot
get,
doing that. They're
about
normally
2.5.
they're normally a couple of grand.
Mm.
But then you've got to buy a mask on top of that. That's literally just a machine.
Mhm.
And there's that. It's very confusing. There's
Like your
there's-
nose mask sort of thing?
So you can buy any kind of mask.
Yeah.
There's about fucking 30 different types of masks you can have, and there's about 30 different types of machines you can have too. But I just went for the top of the tree one because I thought I'm not fucking around.
Yeah.
I don't
Spend money once.
I don't want to die. So anyway, I bought all the good shit on the fucking website, and yeah, we'll see when it rocks up. Hopefully, my plan is it makes me sleep better, so I wake up and I'll be a bit more energized, and I'll probably get more work done, which means the weight should fall off.
Yeah.
That's my
It's a
plan.
good point.
Mm.
If you're that bad, I reckon I'd be just as bad.
Yeah, we'll just go to the
Yeah, I'll have to go
go
to
to
the
the
chemist.
thing. Yeah, it was $120 to hire the little machine thingy to test me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have it over if you really want to know and get sort of accurate results, like you say, over a couple of days. So
You
yeah,
average your stuff out.
you
yeah.
could hire it for a couple of days, but it's $120
Yeah.
to hire it.
Fuck that. One day I'll do.
It's pretty easy to set up. It just connects to your phone,
Yeah.
and yeah, you got to make sure you put it on your head right and all that sort of stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, I might look into that.
so I'll see how that goes. But that's my secret weapon.
Copy.
And after about 5 weeks, like halfway, that's not really working. I'm getting some fucking Ozempic.
Fucking cheat.
And then if that don't work, I'll fucking starve. I won't eat for a week as I'm coming into the end. Because I'm competitive and I will win. We didn't really cover why you're not going to be here for that week, Joel.
Nah, I sort of wasn't going to say anything about it because it's official, but it's not. I haven't got a ticket,
You don't have to say it yet. Well, we can do that next week.
but it should be.
before
I've
you
sent
go.
all my other stuff off, so I should.
I reckon everyone's already worked it out anyway.
Maybe we'll see. They might ask the question.
You might get asked over the
Yeah.
weekend.
If you really want to know, record a question and send it through.
Yeah, that's right.
See, have a guess of what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, how about
I've
How
already
about-
guessed that sex change and He's giving me a blasé answer.
Well, he is going overseas. Could be some hair. Could be some teeth.
Could be some boobs.
I
don't mind
reckon
boobs. I do like boobs.
you got big enough ones there to play with anyway.
Yeah, I want bigger ones.
Always will.
I reckon if everyone wants to guess what Joel's doing, send your recording through, and the first one that comes through that gets it right can get a sticker pack.
Yeah, righto.
Sound good?
Cool. We can do that.
All right.
And if you're fast enough to say it right on Friday or over the weekend, you can get your sticker pack there.
If you see Joel,
Before we get an email.
yeah, if you see Joel at the track at Upper Hawkesbury, and you say, "Are you doing this?" and he says yes, but you can have your sticker pack right there.
All right, I'll up the ante. If you are a good enough listener, I'll throw in a stubby holder.
Yeah, right.
All right.
All right, so one of the ones for Dad's race, I'll throw a stubby holder in. So you get a stubby holder and a couple of stickers from Joel. If you go see Joel and pick up what he's doing.
Yeah. If not, it'll be the first recording through that gets it right.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
All right, so if you get it on the weekend, you get a stubby holder.
All right, we're going to meme of the week, eh?
Meme of the week. We'll play.
Send your mem through.
I'll play mine first, eh? All right. Here's mine. 3, 2, 1.
A guy goes to his doctor and says, "Doc, I have a problem. My penis has turned bright orange." Doctor examines him and says, "Wow, you are correct. I have to ask you a few questions to diagnose this issue. Does your job require you to come into contact with any strong chemicals?" The man replied, "No, I retired from banking 5 years ago." The doctor says, "Have you had sex with any prostitutes lately?" The man says, "No, in fact, my wife died 3 months ago and I haven't had sex since." Doctor says, "Are you engaged in any unusual hobbies or activities?" The man replied, "No, I actually live a very boring life. I just sit around eating Cheetos and watching porn all day." A guy goes,
There's your answer.
All right.
Good stuff.
Whose do you want me to play?
Whoever you
next?
pick.
We'll go with Hayden's. Here we go.
Can somebody explain to me how, when it's fresh, my wife thinks it's disgusting and wants nothing to do with it, but if you let it stew for 9 months, she can't stop playing with it?
Oh, great.
I'll let you guess what they're talking about.
Probably have to rewind.
All right, Giles is the last one. Here we go.
A new study shows that Gen Z is drinking less than millennials. And it's like, no shit. Can you imagine if they found a way to drink more? Oh my God. I mean, we would really have a problem. A new study shows.
Damn fucking straight.
Yeah, I don't think that couldn't happen.
All right, so don't forget to send your questions in to the High Speed Garage Podcast at gmail.com. And yeah, go and find us on all the socials, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Get into the HSG Pit Crew page. There's been cracking off still, flat out.
Plenty of good stuff in there.
Yeah, still approving 3 or 4 a day or more.
It's become my go-to for cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
everyone's
lot of
posting
people putting
stuff in there.
motorsport stuff.
There's lots of people coming into the group too.
Yeah. That was a good
Yeah, it's
the one they posted, I can't remember who posted it, but the rebuilding the Hemi, the drag car. That was pretty cool.
yeah.
I like watching that stuff. But yeah, so yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, guess we'll see you all at Windsor,
Spec.
and you'll find us with the new banner.
Yeah.
So see you all there.
Have a good one.
Boy.